Hello everyone, today I'm going to be making brownies. First off, we're going to start with some really basic ingredients. 4 large eggs, which they can be bought at any store. Got these ones I think at Whole Foods. We're going to need 1 1/4 cups of powdered sugar, cocoa powder. We'll get to the powdered sugar later. Also 1 cup of light brown sugar. Regular brown sugar works fine. 1 cup of regular sugar. 8 ounces of butter, which is the equivalent to 1 cup of butter melted, or 2 sticks of regular butter. Make sure it's unsalted and not sweet or anything. Just plain basic butter. It gets butter. You're also going to want 1/2 cup of basic all-purpose flour, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Anyway, so you're just flouring the inside of this, making sure that when you take the brownies out, they do not stick to the pan. That is a big problem if you guys ever make brownies or bake anything. First off, you're gonna want the eggs to be beaten, to beat the eggs, as they may say. So crack the egg, boom. Some people like to save the yolk and use them another time, not put them in here to make it less, to have less cholesterol. But that's not me. I like to eat everything at once. And if you get shell in there, try to take it out. I don't usually get eggshells in here, but I just did right now. And make sure your hands are clean. I just washed my hands. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, so if you guys know me, you know that I like to bake a lot. I never film myself baking. I take pictures of what I bake, usually is how it happens. Yeah. They say you can use a wire whisk or electrical whisk thingy, egg beater I guess, at medium speed for like 3 minutes until it's white. I like to just use a fork because it's simple and it gets the job done. So here's our measuring cups. You want 1 cup of light or brown sugar, just regular brown sugar. If you don't have brown sugar, you can make this equal cups of regular sugar to equal parts molasses. There we go. 1 cup of brown sugar, 1 cup of regular sugar. Also, if you have a sifter, it would make things a lot easier for you, so you don't get clumps. I have a sifter. I'm just too lazy to use it. If you don't, you can also use a spoon, just to break apart all the sugar. Yeah, there we go. 1 cup of sugar. You want 1 cup of butter next. So these are hard as a rock. I need to melt these, so I'm gonna go put them in the microwave and I'll switch back when they're done. So here's our melted butter fresh out of the microwave. There we go. Get the butter. Now we're gonna add 1 1/4 cups of cocoa powder. Here we go. This stuff is not sweet. It's just plain cocoa powder. Also, if this is hard as a rock, you can also use a spoon to take it out. There's different types of cocoa powder. If you guys like dark chocolate and stuff, you can always go for that. This one is, I think, what is it, 80% cocoa? Yeah, I don't know. 1 1/4. There we go. Perfect. Don't breathe this. Now you want 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. This stuff, try not to use so much of it because it is really strong and it's mostly alcohol, so I mean, unless you really like alcohol, like some people. We're going for a 1/2 cup of flour next. So here we go. There we go, there's our flour, and then we have a 1/2 teaspoon of salt next. If you don't have a teaspoon, you can always use your hand. Teaspoon, that's about 1/2. Good. Salt isn't gonna make it taste salty, it's just gonna bring out the flavor in the food. So just mix it up and try not to make a mess. Now would be a good time to use an egg beater just to smooth it all out, but we're almost done anyways. Now what you should do is, if you still have the measuring cup with the butter that was in it, just pour some on that pan again. And then just get a little bit more flour. And just a little bit. There we go. And then use 1 of your fingers or 2 of your fingers just to work it. Okay, now use your spatula and you just finish mixing up your bowl. Just pour into your pan like such. scrape out any excess because that's the best part. Okay, just make sure you double tap when you scrape everything out, just to make sure you got everything off. Now just spread out your brownie mix so it's even. These are gonna be huge brownies, I can tell. Oh my goodness. Okay, you're gonna put this in your oven that's set at 300 degrees and put it in there for about 25 minutes. Just make sure it doesn't burn. Always check it. Put a fork inside there and make sure the fork comes out evenly without any residue stuck on it. Maybe a few crumbs are okay, but then you'll know it's ready. Okay, so it's in there at 300 degrees. So 35, 45 minutes, always checking on it. And then when that's ready, I'll take it out and I'll show you guys. Okay guys, so here's what it looks like, completely cooled out of the oven. I'm just gonna cut it right now and show you. Oh my gosh, look how smooth these cuts are going through. So I wouldn't normally tell people to use a paring knife on a metal pan, but YOLO. All right, so let's have a taste test, shall we? They smell like fudge more than brownies, but let's see. Mmm. These are better than any other brownie I've ever had. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. Enjoy.